Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Juliette Bean, and I'm a member of this class of 2018. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a young woman who you will be hearing from momentarily. Caitlin Gable, I know that you don't like to be put on the spot, but it is for your humility and your quiet hard work that you deserve to be credited. It disgusts me that most of you do not know that Caitlin Gable is the valedictorian of this class of 2018, and for that I believe she deserves a round of applause. Congratulations, Caitlin. Success. What does that word mean to you, class of 2018? I know we all want it, but how does one obtain it, and how do we know when we have succeeded? As soon-to-be high school graduates, perhaps we can already consider ourselves successful. We're all competent after all, aren't we? But that's not enough. Graduation from high school is hardly an end, it's actually a beginning. We have a lot of living left to do at class of 2018, a lot more to learn and a lot more to achieve, so yes, congratulations on how far you've come. Well, we've got places to go. You should all be familiar with the Declaration of Independence. For those of you who aren't, you're not yet competent and will need sufficient evidence that you are. Perhaps you can show us your competence through a group project. But don't worry about it, guys. Only one of you will have to do all of the work. Now, I understand that you, class of 2018, are familiar with the opening words of the Declaration. Most of you probably have them memorized, but if you're anything like me, you forget things all the time. Like where your lunch is, where your phone is. It's been a great 4 years of random people handing me things that belong to me. And I always try to act really casual about it. Like, yeah, my keys are in the middle of the parking lot. I like to keep them by my car. So for my sake, I'll quote what Thomas Jefferson wrote. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So before Gracie Simpson designs and constructs her own city, and before Audrey Decker becomes the next Mr. Langevin, just younger and cooler, there are a few things that we all need to understand, because true success demands a strong, stable base. To be successful, you, class of 2018, must know who you are, and you must know what that entails. Now, there are many things I am and many things I'm not. I am a terrible pole vaulter, and I am not very good at admitting it. In fact, I've been known to announce to everyone that I am the greatest pole vaulter you've ever seen. Anyone that watches me, however, will see otherwise. It doesn't matter what I say. When I go up with a pole and then fall straight back down on my head and obtain a concussion in the process, the evidence is clear. And I can continue to deny and deny and deny, but eventually I'm really just going to have to face the facts. I'm bad at it, and I don't think I'll ever be good. Some truths are simply self-evident, meaning they're held to be unquestionable and beyond debate. They can be stated without elaborating or defending them because they're obvious. According to Jefferson, these self-evident truths include an understanding that everyone is created equal, and that we have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These truths are your base, class of 2018. If you can understand them and live by them, then you will succeed in life, because they will guide you in your decisions, and they will form you into the people that you are meant to be. At the time they were written, these ideas were familiar to most Americans, but these days I'm not sure high schoolers think about fundamental rights, let alone understand them. But we aren't in high school anymore, are we? And we have an obligation to ourselves to not make these past 4 years the best years of our lives. I know a lot of you want them to be, but let's aim a little higher, guys. Let's make these past 4 years the worst years of our lives. And to do that, we must build our base to success. And that base starts with equality. There are two ways that all men might be created equal. One is that they are all by birth or naturally political equals, meaning no one is legitimately the ruler of others by birth, and no one is by birth the subject of a ruler. The other way to see this statement is that human equality goes deeper than just political equality. In this sense, all people are considered of equal value or worth, or equal in the eyes of God. All are created moral equals. This truth is fundamental to your success, because once you realize your worth, then you can grow to acknowledge the worth of others, and you can understand the respect that you deserve. So when Megan Nickerson is a nurse, Phoebe Gray a lawyer, Ian St. Cyr a tissue engineer, they will find success when they respect the lives they're aiding, and they demand the same respect in return. Aristotle argues that life is the being of living things. That is, the very existence of animate beings is tied up with life. The powers of life, which in man include the powers of reason and will, are caused by the presence of a soul, which is, as Aristotle says, the form of the body. So we can see that the right to life relates to our ability to grow in wisdom and love. Therefore, a human being has a right to exist, and this fundamental right to life is important to our success, because it means nobody can take life from you. Class of 2018, you have a right to grow and create and live, and I expect each and every one of you to seize the opportunities you've been granted. To succeed is to live fully, and I don't mean YOLO, go jump off a roof. I mean open your eyes. Look around you. Notice your breathing, count your heartbeats. Notice that these beats in your chest are proof that you are alive, that your families are here, that your friends are here. You don't just have a right to live, class of 2018, you have an obligation to live, and don't you dare waste it. I remember as a kid, summer meant not having to wear shoes. It meant spending all day building forts, making mud pies, catching frogs, and running around in the recently mowed grass. Back then, summer meant freedom, it meant liberty, because I was free from the repressive restrictions of having to go to bed early. I could stay up late, and by late I mean like 7 p.m., but my gosh, we were party animals, and I was having the time of my life. True freedom doesn't mean we have nothing to lose. On the contrary, the word implies that we have everything to lose. Our liberty lies in the ability to realize that for which we're here on earth for. It aids us in recognizing our purpose, and these days purpose seems to be the very thing that most humans lack. Want to know why we live in a drug-infested den? Because we're stumbling around blindly trying to find fulfillment in the most pathetic ways. I've never won a Fortnite game, so maybe I don't know what true fulfillment is. But I do know it isn't found in followers or likes or social status. It's found in genuine relationships with ourselves, our families, and our friends. So Nick Spacuzza, Nate Sullivan, Allie Haight, when you're out there leading the world of engineers, or Sam Wilbur and Spencer Bull, when you're the top law enforcement officer and computer game programmer, remember your liberty and find purpose to your work, because success is found in fulfillment. Which leads me to my final truth and the final building block to success, our right to the pursuit of happiness. Some try to find happiness in things: clothing, money, cars, cell phones, food and travel and sports. Everything the world has to offer seems to fall short, and you know why? Because as Pope Benedict XVI says, the world offers you comfort, but you weren't made for comfort. You were made for greatness. You, class of 2018, were made for greatness. And what does that mean? It means that a life of ease and convenience, a selfish life of pleasing yourself, is not how one obtains happiness. And I tell you this, that you are fully equipped for the world's post-graduation. In this moment here, we are infinitely powerful because we are full to the brim with potential. But this also makes us infinitely vulnerable. We're easy prey to the people who want to destroy what's good in this world. If given the chance, those people will take advantage of our talents and our desire to succeed. Class of 2018, do not give them that chance. Thomas Jefferson said we have a fundamental right to the pursuit of happiness. Not a right to happiness, a right to the pursuit of it. Because it is in this pursuit that we find happiness and we find success. We attain happiness not merely through the good we accumulate or in our private life, but through the good that we do for the world. Today, right now, is a perfect time to choose to do something that truly matters, something meaningful, something you alone can share with the rest of us. And once you find your purpose, remember to be grateful for all that you have been given, because gratitude is essential to happiness and essential to success. Finally, the last step to striving for happiness is appreciation for the smallest, most seemingly insignificant moments in life. Jordan Durand, when you're an elementary teacher and you hear those children laugh, treasure it. Eric Jessman, relish the love people have for your cinematography. Those moments are glimpses into a world without fear or pain, and although they're small, they're huge in respect to success, because it means that you are affecting and changing lives for the better. There's your base, class of 2018. Build on it. I can't deliver this speech without addressing an elite group of people who have taught me who I am. To my mother, I'm often told I'm a mini you, but with a little more anger and a little more disgust for humanity. I don't know what they're talking about, but I took it as a compliment. Sometimes you laugh so loudly I can hear it upstairs in my room when I'm falling asleep or doing homework, and I hold on to that sound, because I know this coming school year I won't have that. I'm forever grateful for you. To my father, I think you might be the one I get my anger and disgust for humanity from. But I see when you notice something virtuous and you treasure it. That's a goodness that I treasure, and I thank you for that. To my 5 brothers and my 2 sisters, you guys make any possible bullies at Interlakes look really pathetic. Thank you for dumping water on me when I'm sleeping. Thank you for coming up with very clever nicknames like Pooju. I might regret telling you all that one, but nevertheless, thank you for making me stronger. To my friends, especially Sarah Seeley and Robert Sasson, Sarah, thank you for always supporting me. Robbie, thank you for always fighting me. The world is truly a better place with you two in it. And finally, to my class, thank you for these 4 years. You're incredibly strong, and I'm incredibly proud to be a member of this class of 2018. You are a piece of my happiness, and for that I am forever grateful. I expect that you live full lives of purpose, virtue, and integrity, and I await the days I hear of your success. God bless you all. Thank you so much.